Assalamualaikum dear students, welcome to your online classes of Dubai International Public School. I'm your teacher Saida Kainat Fatma, and today we are going to read a very interesting poem, that is Hope is a Thing with Feathers. This poem is written by poetess Emily Dickinson. Before reading the poem, there are some important things to remember. One should know about, before reading the poem, one should know about the poet or poetess life. Then he should know about that in which age the poem is written and what were the circumstances when the poem was written. These all things are very important before reading a poem, because one cannot understand the poem without these things, without understanding these things. These things are very influential in a poem. After reading all these things, or we can say that after reading the background of the poem, one should also know that the literal and surface meaning of the poem. What is the meaning of literal and surface meaning? In any poem, there are two kinds of meaning. One is visible and the other one which has the real meaning. So we have to know both of the meaning in a poem. Then we should know the figurative language used in the poem, and after it we should know the rhyme scheme of the poem. So students, we shall read the poem by following steps. First of all, we shall read the poem. After it, we shall translate the poem in Urdu. We will read the poem and then we will understand the poem word by word and review its difficult words and see what these words mean. Then we will paraphrase the poem, and after it we will conclude that what was the real meaning or what was theme of the poem. So students, the poem Hope is a Thing with Feathers is written by the poetess Emily Dickinson. First of all, let's see the life of the poetess. Students, Emily Elizabeth Dickinson is the daughter from Edward Dickinson and Emily Norcross. Emily was born in Amherst, Massachusetts on 10 December 1830. She was educated at Amherst College for 7 years, and she attended Mount Holyoke, a female seminary, for a year. On 15 May 1886, she died of kidney disease in her hometown. After reading the background or after reading the introduction of the poetess, now we are starting the poem Hope is the Thing with Feathers. Students, first of all, I will translate the poem. I will read the poem, and after it I will translate the poem word by word. Then we shall understand its difficult meaning. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abase the little bird that kept so many warm. I have heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asks a crumb of me. Hope is the thing with feathers. उम्मीद एक परिंदा है. That perches in the soul, जो के रूह में रहता है. And sings the tune without the words, और ऐसी धुन गाता है जिसके अल्फाज नहीं. And never stops at all, और ये कभी भी नहीं रुकता. And sweetest in the gale is heard. इसे तूफ़ानों में भी सुना जा सकता है. इसके मीठे गाने को तूफ़ानों में भी सुना जा सकता है. एंड सोर मस्ट बी द स्टॉर्म. हो सकता है वो तूफ़ान बहुत ज़्यादा सख्त हो. दैट कुड अबेश द लिटिल बर्ड, जो कि उस छोटे परिंदे को तंग करे. दैट केप्ट सो मेनी वार्म, जो बहुत सारे लोगों को पुरजोश रखे हुए है. आई हैव हियर्ड इट इन द चिलियस्ट लैंड. मैं इसे बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडी जगहों पर सुन चुकी हूँ. एंड ऑन द स्ट्रेंजेस्ट सी, और बहुत ज़्यादा अजनबी समुद्रों में. Yet, ताहम, never, कभी नहीं, in extremity, किसी मुश्किल में भी, it asked a crumb of me, इसने मुझसे किसी ज़रे के या रोटी के टुकड़े के बारे में नहीं या रोटी का टुकड़ा नहीं मांगा. Now students, we will understand the poem word by word, and we shall review its difficult words and see what is the meaning of these words. Hope is a thing with feathers. In first line, poet is using metaphor and poetess is comparing hope with a thing that has feather. In this poem, the poet connects hope with a bird. She says that hope is something that has feathers. It lives in the soul. The meaning of purchase is that what is the meaning of these words. Hope is a thing with feathers. In first line, poet is using metaphor and poetess is comparing hope with a thing that has feather. In this poem, the poet connects hope with a bird. She says that hope is something that has feathers. It lives in the soul. The meaning of purchase is to live. So in second line, she is saying that it lives in the soul. Here, a question arises about these two lines. So what is the question? That why is poetess compare hope with a bird? Why she did not compare hope with a lion? Why she did not compare hope with a goat and other animal? And why she did not say that hope live in the soul? Why she says that hope live in the soul? Why she does not says that hope live in the human body? There are some questions. So the answer may be, all of these questions answer may be that she is comparing hope with the feathers, or she is comparing hope with a bird, because bird can fly from one place to another without any fear. There are no limits for a bird. Same is the case with hope. It also can transmit it from one human to another like a bird. The third line, and sings the tune without the words and never stop at all. Third line is telling us that the bird of hope is singing stanza, that hope is a bird that live in the soul, that sings a continuous song which is never continuous song, which is very sweet, and that song has no words. Now in first line, the poetess has used metaphor. Emily Dickinson used the metaphor feathers to compare hope to a bird. Hope is a feeling that we want could happen. Feather is one of the body part of the bird, which are wings. The feather represent hope because feather or wings can make bird fly to find a new hope. A bird without wings is such a human without hope. So that's why she is using metaphor of a bird or feather in first poem. The second line, that purchase in the soul, this sentence using metaphor purchase. In second line, again the metaphor is used. Purchase is a metaphor that represent a bird cage. After a bird find their food, they back to their cage and rest for a while. So it tells us that we have something inside of us, which is soul, is home of hope. Third line, and sings the tune without the words and never stop at all. In stanza 1, lines 3 and 4, Emily Dickinson is saying that hope is always inside of us. Hope is never gone, such as a bird is singing a beautiful song and it never stop it. And sweetest in the gale is heard. Emily Dickinson tells us that the birds still singing their song even through their harsh winds. The bird is brave and it's not afraid. And sweetest in the gale is heard. We can also say that Emily Dickinson want to tell us that the hope which is singing a song, we can listen the song of hope in our hard or difficult situation of life. This and sore must be the storm that could abase the little bird that kept so many warm. In this stanza, in stanza number 2, line 2 to 4 continue to explore the strength of hope by telling that storm as the worst of the life, even in the difficult circumstances, hope is always there with us. I'm telling you, in this line, the poetess tell us that in difficult situation of life, hope always remain with a person. उम्मीद मुश्किल हालात में इंसान के साथ रहती है, वो इंसान को कभी तन्हा नहीं छोड़ के जाती. होप इज ऑफरिंग द प्रॉमिस दैट द स्टॉर्म विल एंड इट इज समथिंग विद ह्यूमन बीइंग. The last line, that kept so many warm. What is the meaning of that line? Do you know? I am telling you the meaning of that line. In any poem, if there is a word warm, it means indirectly life. So here the poet want to tell us that